Eh bien bonjour tout le monde, c'est Spancher. On se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode de My Time at Sandrock. Précédemment, on avait assisté à l'inauguration du parc d'attractions et Maman Arbre a poussé. Est-ce que on a terminé et est-ce qu'on peut sortir ensemble peut-être? Alors, discutons déjà. Cette lettre, elle était coincée dans les feuilles de l'arbre Mama. Si on ne l'avait pas remarqué ni conservé. Cette lettre serait passée inaperçue. Okay. Est-ce que c'est le moment?
Are you serious? It's not that I haven't thought about that. Maybe we need to think a little more. You know that this would change everything, right?
Elle veut toujours pas. T'es relou, ma grande, hein? Déjà, on va prendre ça. Hop. Bon. Alors, j'ai encore des choses à faire. Hein. Il me reste deux trucs là. On va aller là-bas. J'ai toujours mes plantations qui sont en route hein, maintenant. Il m'en manque 5, c'est en train de pousser. Déjà on a une quête à l'entrée là. Hop, allons-y. Hop. Je me fais troll par le jeu, hein. Je crois, hein. Hein. Je crois, hein. C'est-à-dire qu'à chaque fois, bah non. Il me dit qu'il y a une quête et bah au final, non. Du coup, bon, on va aller dormir. On va aller regarder notre courrier quand même. Et on avait un courrier de notre mère nous disant que des habitants de Oran allaient venir. Je pense que nos parents vont venir. En fait. De Katori. Je prends un jour de congé pour emmener Allo visiter Dunerock et lui montrer tout ce sur quoi je travaillais depuis que je suis ici. J'aimerais beaucoup que tu te joignes à nous. Considère que tous les manèges et jeux sont pour moi. Retrouvons-nous devant la poule aux œufs d'or à 10h demain. Espérons que le bulletin météo soit correct. Ouais, mais j'aurais préféré sortir avec hier, moi. Cher Spanger, waouh, j'ai dû faire quelque chose de vraiment bien dans ma vie passée. Mon enfant est un véritable héros. Ton papa et moi avons toujours su que tu accomplirais de grandes choses. Mais même ainsi, nous voulons simplement que tu sois heureux. Tu as développé le village, chassé les Duvos, c'est incroyable. Tu as traversé beaucoup d'épreuves, et je sais que ce n'était pas facile, mais je veux juste que tu saches que nous t'aimons et que nous sommes fiers de toi. On est mignon. Je sais que tu es en train de faire la fête, alors vas-y, amuse-toi, viens. On fait pas vraiment la fête. Hein. Maison d'Allo. Ouais, attendre demain. Bon bah... De toute façon... À part attendre demain... Ah, si, j'avais du calcaire qu'il me fallait. Flûte, j'y étais en plus. Il me manque du calcaire. Fais pas de la feignasse, vas-y, va te charger. Pas pour longtemps. Il est 9h du mat, ouais, hein. En espérant que ça soit réapparu. J'aurais peut-être dû attendre un jour de plus. Je vais pas du tout prendre, hein. Ils m'en font pas non plus des masses. Je crois qu'il m'en faut 8. Peut-être un peu plus. Sachant qu'il y en a peut-être là-dedans. Hein, mais bon. Si ça c'est réapparu, le reste c'est réapparu aussi. Je dirais. Je me dis, si ça se trouve, des trucs roses là, des baies roses, je peux peut-être en avoir autrement. Hein. Par contre, j'en vois pas si là il y en a. Ok. Est-ce que là-bas c'est réapparu? Ce serait bien. Là-bas il y en avait pas mal. Comme ça j'en vois pas. Là-bas il y en a. Ça doit suffire, non? Là-bas. On va prendre ceux qui sont là-bas. Hop. Après on rentre, on dort. Et puis bon, on verra demain ce qui se passe avec Katori. On vient juste de terminer la mission truc refloraison. C'est peut-être elle qui va venir nous chercher pour... Après, est-ce qu'elle va pas faire style là bah, on n'a plus rien à faire, je m'en vais quoi. C'est peut-être à ce moment-là seulement qu'on pourra faire en sorte qu'elle reste. Mais c'est vrai que bon, il me reste ça. Alors, je sais pas, on verra. Ce truc, c'est que si elle me demande d'être le meilleur constructeur, ça va être long quoi. Non, j'ai pas besoin d'en fabriquer 15. Hein. Fabrique-en moi. Allez, 5. Déjà pas si mal. Il m'en manque que 2 des trucs. Hop.
Hello there.
Eh ben... Il y en a qui veulent sortir avec moi. C'est pas ce que je veux, mais bon. Sandrock a progressé à pas de géant ces derniers jours, et c'est grâce à toi et tes efforts pour cette ville. Je vais faire une grande annonce dans le sillage de notre grand succès demain à 18 h devant la mairie. Je pense que tu vas aimer ce qui nous attend. Donc s'il te plaît, sois au rendez-vous. Ok. Sponger, terminé. Je suis travaillé sans relâche dans l'ombre pour créer mon chef-d'œuvre. Viens dans mon atelier. Les mots ne peuvent pas lui rendre justice. C'était par rapport à son truc de sous-vêtements, je sais pas quoi là. Ouais.
Look, there's the builder.
come join us. Nia needs your help.
Well, you know how I've been helping out at the moisture farm. But with the greenification of Sandrock almost complete, I'm going to have more free time. So, I was thinking, maybe it's time for me to start something of my own. I want to settle down in Sandrock, just like you have. But I'm still not sure what that something should be. Mian told me to follow my dreams and do what my heart desires. You know, I've always had a passion for tending to various plants in the garden since I was a kid. So... That's an interesting idea, but it might take time. Ooh, I could open a shop! But what would I sell? Gardening tools?
That's perfect. And you could also sell flowers. You know, I've always wanted to be a shop owner too. When I was a kid, I used to dream of opening a bakery or a florist shop. Funny how life turned out. I became a builder like the rest of my family. While I might not be skilled at growing plants, I love having them to decorate my house. I'm sure there are more people like me in Sandrock, and we don't have a store catering to that yet. So I think that's a brilliant idea.
I see. Selling flowers makes sense. It's easier than dealing with just gardening tools, which I have to import and find storage space for. But with flowers, I can grow them myself. Perhaps Zeke would even let me use a plot in his moisture farm. But how can I afford to rent a shop? I know I could ask my family for support as a last resort, but I'd prefer to figure it out on my own. Really? Really, really? You're the best! I'll happily accept it. But don't fret. I'll pay you back once the profits roll in. Now, let's think about the location. The main street doesn't have much space for a new shop. And if we set up too far from the town center, it might be inconvenient for people, especially if they want to buy those heavy gardening tools.
I have a balcony in front of my workshop that's currently free to use, but it's not big enough for a whole shop.
What if we just set up a flower display rack there?
Ah, a display rack with a canopy! That sounds about right. It'll look lovely on my balcony and provide some extra shopping space. By the way, I still have some extra funds left after donating to the Sandrock School, so I thought you could have it. You know, it's like an investment.
Thank you, but what the builder has offered is more than enough.
But it's just that I'd really love to be a part of this. I mean, I told you I dreamed of opening a shop when I was a kid, and I wasn't joking. I just never got the chance. That's why I want to invest in the business. I thought you could use some extra goals to order different flowers from other places and attract more customers. And I could help you with whatever you need help with. I kind of wish to run the business with you. Is that a possibility?
Ah, I see. Of course. I'd love to be business partners with you, Mian. It would be a dream come true for both of us.
Really? Thank you so much, Nia. Just tell me what you need me to do. While I may not be an expert in planting, I'll try my best. I'll even ask Zeke to teach me some techniques.
That's all right. We'll figure out the planting part together. First, let's come up with a name for our business. Even if it's just a few racks, it's our special place. Any ideas? I thought so too. I want the name to represent both of us in some way.
But Neon, Neon, they don't sound very catchy.
How about we put your name first? We could call it Minnie. Because it's small and cute. Plus, people will immediately know it belongs to you and me.
That's brilliant! I love it! how about Mini Botanica? It reflects that we sell not only flowers, but also plants and everything related to gardening.
It's settled then. Let's name it Mini Botanica. We have a name and a location. Now I need to prepare some flowers for sale. And of course, the flower display rack. Anything you can help with?
Oh, that would be so special. You two grew up together, and now you're literally helping Nia build her business. I'll help with growing the flowers. I'm not an expert, but I'll do whatever Nia asks me to do.
Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it in no time. Okay, I'll design a recipe for the display rack.
And I'll ask around and see what people want to buy from our shop and then get the flower seeds.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help. We'll send you what you need tomorrow.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Ok, c'est sympa. Bon. Par contre, j'ai plus besoin de mettre les trucs là. Ils sont plus affichés. Je me suis emmerdé pour rien faire pousser mes plantes. C'est ça le délire, je crois. Bon, j'ai le temps. J'ai le temps de lancer ces quêtes.
Darling, you're here.
Il y a comme un problème sur l'énoncé là.
Oh, you've forgotten what we talked about? No matter. I guarantee when you see them, you'll leap at the opportunity to get involved. Remember these? I designed 2 sets of clothing, some formal wear and swimwear. I've made more than 10 sets for each design. You really are so wonderful. The scene, a rapidly changing Sandrock. Blooming flowers, celebrations all around, the people, still dressed in their boring clothes. We need some aesthetics. We lack diversity. We need a breath of new, fashionable air. And then, here we are, with the lush trees, the flowing water, and the longing for a long dip. So light bulb moment, swimsuits. I never thought this day would come, but I finally think the time is right. I am going to put these on the catwalk. Yes, a fashion show. As I was drawing them, I could picture it. The lights, the gasping faces, the stunning designs, and me at the back, needling the final touches on a hypnotizing piece. It will be a 2-day affair, each day focusing on one series. This was, I am hesitant to admit, in fact Trudy's idea. She was more than supportive and believed one day to simply be too short. Now, what else is needed? First of all, clothing production. I am but the designer. I do not possess the skill to create these magnificent pieces. Ha! I can see your expression. No, I do not need you to make them. I have already asked Vivi, and she has agreed to work with me. Now, the issue of the venue. Trudy believes that the show could bring in tourists and offered to host it outside the city hall. But the construction of the stage will be your piece de resistance. With Trudy's support, honestly, this has grown bigger than I could have imagined. I even have my models, and they love the designs. Heidi's already made a diagram for you. You just need to make it and give it to me. That's not a problem, right? You're quite the go-getter, aren't you? It's positively charming. Well, I just have to prepare the clothes, organize the order of the show, then, when you have built the stage, please give it to me. Believe me, Sandrock will soon be the cosmopolitan hub of the Free Cities.
Ok. Par contre, tu m'appelles plus bébé parce que ça va pas le faire. Hein? C'est pas un défilé qu'il va y avoir sur la scène. Je dis. Alors, il y a plein de quêtes, du coup. Qu'avons-nous là-dedans? Une sûre.
I've I've been in contact with the Alliance Council, and I just can't in good faith recommend anything other than the full extent of the law, transfer to the Atara Maximum Security Prison. You betrayed us, and have shown no sign of remorse. I will contact the authorities and organize the transport.
I accept all punishment, Trudy, and will abide accordingly.
Then, I will keep you informed of the date of your departure. I just can't understand it. Why?
It's no excuse, but I did what I believed was right.
But this town, everyone living here, after all you did for us, everything you said in your sermons, you kept us safe, your guidance. I even trusted you to teach my daughter. I thought you cared.
I truly do.
Please, don't give me that.
No. I was not used. I was betrayed. My actions were my own, and I am no one's puppet. I will face all the consequences with dignity.
Well, thank you for your cooperation.
You were a patsy. These words rung in my head. I have been taken for a fool. This I realize now more than ever. I truly thought Duvos wanted the same thing as me, that they were on the right side of history. But their actions do not correlate to the proclamations they gave me. Recently, I have been grasping at something, anything, that would validate my actions since I have been in Sandrock. The more I searched, the more I came to only one truth. There was nothing. My handlers were simply telling me what they wanted me to believe. I must have been simply a diversion. If I could have pushed everyone out of Sandrock, then Duvos could excavate the ruins in secrecy. My arrest threw a proverbial wrench into the works, and it appears to have pushed their hand. I was then left to rot. They never cared about me. They never cared about my ideals. I was a fool. When I was of age, I left to study in Meidi. My family were believers in the light, and I dreamed of spreading the word. I always feared the day of calamity. Feared the light being extinguished once more. I quickly befriended Matilda. She was older than me, working as a tutor in the guided study sessions. I remember when I first met her, when I attended her session the first time. She was helping a group of students with their questions on faith. She was kind, understanding. Whenever I disagreed with the doctrine of the church, she listened. Later, I started to feel that the teachings were not enough. The Church of the Light has an unwavering trust in people above all else. It's the individual people that got the human race through the age of darkness. This is why you see Sandrock being somewhat loose with Age of Corruption technology. I am somewhat more pessimistic about human nature. Allowing humans freedom to pursue their vanities is what led to the day of calamity. Those around me in the church did not take the teaching seriously. Even the deacon. It was as if they had forgotten the sins of our forefathers. During my studies, I became depressed. I drifted further from the teachings, became isolated, and found myself more radical. Then, an agent from Duvos made contact. The things they told me, that Duvos would regulate technology. Everything I heard aligned with my beliefs. They wanted structure, They wanted to ensure no one else ever lost their lives. They wanted to ensure the safety of humanity. I see now in retrospect, Matilda used my grief against me. She was conditioning me. She must have told an agent of my wavering faith and guided their hand from the background. While I was studying in Haiti, my town was destroyed. I'm from DOS. I'm a child of the lost city. Our existence was always a delicate balance. Being a town skirting the border of the peripheries, we were aware of the dangers, but largely went unbothered. As I went to study in Haiti, I bid my hometown farewell, though kept in regular contact. It may surprise you that I took part in many of the onboarding activities and was a strong advocate for the church school. It seems strange to reflect on that now. During my studies, DOS was attacked by a creature from the peripheries. It happened overnight, without warning. Everyone in town was killed. My parents. My brother. You cannot imagine it. My entire town destroyed by a monster in the blink of an eye. Just thinking about what my people went through. It is truly harrowing. The depths of despair cannot comprehend what my family endured. I pray that it was quick. When the news was announced at school, I felt everyone's eyes on me. They were fixed, filled with an empty pity. I fell into a trance, simply glided through the halls, unable to process what had happened. I needed to talk, to confront it. Where were the Rangers or the Civil Corps? How did we not see it coming? How could the Alliance let this happen? The questions burned into my mind. I sought answers, but people avoided me, said I was too intense. Within a week, people were laughing again, enjoying themselves. They'd all forgotten already. Countless lives lost, yet they returned to their lives again as if nothing had happened. Everyone simply avoided me further, except for Matilda. She listened. I fell into the darkness. I sunk into the questions that were burning on my tongue. How could the Alliance let this happen? How are we allowing the sins of our forefathers leave us in ruin? How could the Free City simply abandon us? I expected a rescue. I expected the Rangers to search and destroy that monster from the peripheries, but no. They saw it as a lost cause and moved on. My family were not even buried. They were left there for the wilds to consume. It was then that my heart was blackened to the Alliance, that my thoughts started to drift. I was vulnerable. I was lost. I was found by Matilda and led astray. She would encourage me to think independently, to question myself. She said my fears were valid, and that I was a fiercely independent thinker. And while she did not agree with me, she valued my beliefs. I now believe she was taking note of my doubts, and behind closed doors crafting a narrative that reciprocated my beliefs. A narrative she then passed on to handlers. It was no mere coincidence. I should have seen this sooner. But I was blinded by their words. It answered all of my questions.
Oh putain, c'est long, putain, mais... C'est tellement chiant. Je peux pas genre lui dire c'est bon, stop, je dégage quoi. Vas-y.
What? think of myself as a rebel.
Oh, désolé, mais il parle trop lentement, il me gave.
However, thank you for coming.
Oh là là, putain. Faut passer la seconde, hein, des fois. Ils sont tellement lents à parler, c'est énervant. Oh, je suis désolé, là, ça il m'a gavé. Au début, ça allait, quoi. Mais c'est abusé, comment ils sont lents à parler. Ah, et là, faut que j'aille là-bas, quoi. J'aille tout là-haut. Oh. Oh, je suis désolé, j'avais dit que je le ferais pas, mais... Bah ouais, ça fait 10 minutes qu'il cause, là. Il a de temps, quand il cause. Elle était triste, son histoire. Toute sa famille, elle s'est fait tuer, d'accord, mais... Ah, je suis désolé, mais là, ça m'a gonflé. Je veux dire, c'est... hein, on en est à l'épisode 149. Si ça blablette, c'est pas autant et aussi lentement. Je crois qu'on en serait à l'épisode 60 seulement. Ah, c'est avec Nia.
Oh, didn't expect to run into you here. Came to enjoy the view? Really? Let me enjoy this view as well. 3, 2, 1. Staring contest! Oh, I can never beat you. Anyway, I'm here to collect some samples. Look at this. Now that the mama tree is back to life, other plants are thriving around it. Life truly begets life. I know we're joking around just now, but you're right. It really is a beautiful sight. When trees reach a certain age, they start being a life support system for various other life forms in the ecosystem. Each has its own preferences and requirements, but even with that, they grow together like a family made of different parts. I need to collect some specimens so I can really get into the nitty-gritty of how they're growing. But I kinda forgot to bring my climbing gear. Can you give me a boost? I just need to ascend a bit and collect some plant samples from up there. Just like how we used to collect cherries. I know you're worried, but I'll be careful. Collecting samples isn't as easy as just taking a handful and moving on. You need to be careful you maintain their structure and integrity. Nature is delicate, you know? Besides, I'll figure out what I need once I get up there, so it's gotta be me. Don't worry, I've done this loads before. Look, I'll climb up from right there. I see it. Oh, just a little further. That's it. Oh, just a little more. Just now, Did you mean it? I have something I want to say. Since we've been young, I've always had you with me. I don't know when, but I started to feel comfortable, familiar, when you're here with me. When you left Highwind, it felt like a part of me left. I felt just pure loss. I didn't know how to cope until I saw you again. I know that visit was only 3 days, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. Every day after that, it felt like I couldn't wait to get to Sandrock to see you again. As time went on, I focused on my studies, but that feeling never left. I kept walking past the train station, imagining myself leaping onto the next train. When Professor Law and I got the invitation to come to Sandrock, I felt like I was walking into a daydream. That feeling has now been replaced by the shiver of excitement. In all this time, I've realized I love you. I think I always have. I tried to fight it, say that we're just good friends, but it's just not true. But now, it seems like you feel the same way? Really? You feel the same? Then we're not just best friends. I love you, my builder. Today's my lucky day, I guess. I picked some samples and got a little surprise too. Anyway, I'm going to go to the moisture farm to process these samples. Bye-bye, sweetie. That feels a little weird still. I'll see you later, okay?
C'était mignon, le petit bisou.
Can't wait for our mini botanica to open. It may not be much, but it's something I can call my own. It'd make my ma and pa proud. Probably your parents as well. Today, everything changed. This is the first day of my new life. I never want to be apart from you again.
Allez, on rencard. Alors, techniquement, maintenant, on doit pouvoir... hein, voilà, on peut s'embrasser. C'est mignon. Allez, il est temps de... Pourquoi je peux pas? Alors, je me demande si c'est pas l'alliance. Oui, regarde, oui, parce qu'on est déjà amants en fait. Faut que j'aille chercher l'alliance dans mon coffre. Parce que s'il y a moyen de se marier. Parce qu'on a quand même encore un gamin à faire. Mais c'était Mimi. C'était Mimi. Enfin. Waouh. Ok. Va chercher ta bague. Vite, 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 vite. Et après se rendre au centre. Ah mais je dois aller au centre de jeu. Bon bah on va au centre de jeu, tant pis. Je sens que ça va me gonfler. J'ai qu'une envie, c'est de lui offrir la bague. Normalement ça va peut-être mettre pause au truc. C'est qu'après je vais rater la quête. Ça va être trop long. Faisons les choses bien quand même. Mais bon, la manière que ça s'est passé, j'ai trouvé ça adorable. N'hésitez pas à me dire, hein, mais...
And this is the game center I told you about. It was just 4 walls and a roof over a couple of dingy machines when I took over, and no one bothered to visit. But I believed in its potential, and with the support of wonderful people like Builder, we turned it around. So, after a few rounds of upgrades, lots of loan meetings, and some extra touches, ta-da! It's a local favorite again, and all the kids love it here. Don't tell your teacher, though. We don't want any complaints. You came! All right, let's head in. Get ready for a day of mad fun. Let's see. Which game machine should we try first? How about Space Pilferers? You pick a partner first, and...
Excuse me, are you Katori? The Katori of Katori World?
Oh, hey there. Yes, that's me. Do you need help with anything?
We just came from Katori World. My little girl loved it. Tried every single ride. Twice. She kept asking me who Katori is and said that she must be a genius and a millionaire. Now she wants to open her own park someday. Sweetie, say hello to Miss Katori.
Wow, are you really her? Can I take a photo with you?
Of course. I'm honored. Aloe, Builder, could you two wait here for a moment? It won't take long.
Okay. Keep that pose. One more. Looking good. Smile wider. Thank you very much. These will do.
Thank you. Bye, Katori. Nice to meet you.
Phew, that took longer than expected. Now, where was I? Ah, Space Pilferers! That's the Golden Goose of the Golden Goose! It's a crowd favorite because... Oh, I won't spoil it for you. Let's go in and you'll see.
Hey, excuse me. Couldn't help but catch your conversation. It's my first time in Sandrock. Any recs for which game to try first? Or should I skip to the Golden Goose and head straight to the Katori world?
Well, you should fit both into your schedule, mister. I wouldn't miss Space Pilferers in the Golden Goose. It's a classic. And have you given Whack-A-Mole a try? Simple rules, but super fun.
That's okay. I was busy back in Atara, too. Not that I like it. Ma said in the letter that she has time for me now, so I could finally move here.
Oh, honey, I'm really sorry. It's not that I put work over you. It's just... Sometimes I get carried away, but that's not a good habit. You keep an eye on me and let me know when I mix work and play again, okay? Us grown-ups are slow at learning new tricks, but I promise I'll do my best.
It's okay, Ma. I don't mind you're busy. I know work is important to you. But you're always tired. I wish you had more time for yourself, not just for me or work. I want you to relax and have fun. I don't want you to get tired because of me.
Come here, honey.
Ma.
Listen, honey, you never make me tired, you know that? I'm so happy to spend the day with you. But I get what you're saying. I promise I'll have a good time today. How does that sound? So, do you know which game you want to play first? Or should we grab a snack? We can even have a full meal if you want.
I'm not sure. The food here...
You don't like it?
I do, but sometimes my tummy doesn't like the food here. I don't know why. Maybe it's not even the food.
Honey, I wish you had told me sooner.
It wasn't too bad. I tried to remember what I ate to figure it out, but there are so many dishes to try, and I have to eat each one at least twice to be sure.
It's probably just your body getting used to the new place. I'm sure Dr. Fane can help. Next time, let me know if you're not feeling well, okay?
Okay.
Good. Is there anything else on your mind? How
The school is... okay. Everyone is nice, but they're already friends, and I'm the new kid. Jasmine is really smart, but she uses big words I don't understand. Andy, he made this funny cushion that sounded like a fart. Everyone thought it was me. And Pebbles. Pebbles likes to draw my name on the wall.
Hey, you're doing better than you think. You've got their names and quirks down. That's the first and most important step in making friends.
Really?
Yup, you just have to put yourself out there and let them get to know you better.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's good to hear. Let's visit the clinic first and then take some rest at home, okay? We can't keep touring today, but I promise we'll go out again soon.
Okay, we can relax at home together today. That's nice too.
I'd love that. Thank you for being here with us today. I'm sorry our plans had to change. We'll do this another time, hopefully. Take care.
J'ai coupé court hein, parce que sinon on est parti encore pour 20 minutes là. Parce qu'ils sont tellement lents à Paris. Celle qui l'est moins, c'est Nia. Ou peut-être parce que ça m'intéresse plus, j'en sais rien. J'ai peut-être un parti pris aussi. Bon, on va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode, on va rentrer à la maison quand même. Et puis bon, on va tenter dans le prochain épisode de planifier notre mariage. On va sortir ensemble, vous allez voir, ces Mimi, ils se tiennent la main et tout. Ça va être trop bien. Parce qu'il serait peut-être temps qu'on se marie, hein. Et qu'on ait un enfant. Elle cherche un endroit où habiter, alors pour l'instant, de ce que j'ai compris, elle va habiter avec Mian. Mais qu'elle vienne vivre ici, hein. Ce sera plus simple. Bon, je suis satisfait quand même. Bon bah du coup on a ça du coup je peux le retirer, hein. On va le faire quand même, mais bon. Il nous en manque un, donc autant le finir. Hop. On s'arrête là les amis, j'espère sincèrement que cet épisode vous aura plu. On aura eu notre premier baiser. Et la manière dont ça s'est fait, j'ai trouvé ça tellement mimi. C'était vraiment adorable. Je vous laisse, n'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, partager, vous abonner. C'était Sponger, prenez soin de vous et à bientôt. Ciao ciao.